I just got a package in the mail from Dillard's. I wasn't expecting it today because they haven't even sent me any tracking information on it, and when I go to the website to check the tracking, it says it hasn't been shipped and there's a delay due to COVID, but here it is anyway. So I'm very excited that it's already arrived and we're gonna open it together. I have never looked at this bag in person. It's a popular bag, but the color combination, the sort of style of it is different from most of the ones you see on YouTube. And actually I haven't seen any videos on this particular bag. So let's get it unboxed, and then on another day I'll do a what fits and compare it with a few other bags. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. I have been buying so much Coach lately. I'm gonna go ahead and get this open, and I'm sure there are people who have been curious about it, so I'm very happy to be able to provide this information. Well, this is weird. It's in a Dillard's shopping bag. Yeah, it's just in a Dillard's shopping bag, and it's not wrapped on the inside. So my guess is that this was not at the warehouse, but this came from stock at a Dillard's store, and someone decided it would be a good idea to just put it in a shopping bag and in a box and not protect it at all. Otherwise, there's no styrofoam, there's no bubble wrap. I hope it's in good shape. It says that it's non-returnable, but if there's a problem with it, I better be able to return it, because it was like a permanently reduced item is what they call it. Okay, let's show it to you and then I will talk more about it. So here it is. And let me get that off the front so you can really see the whole thing. This is the Coach Tabby. Tabby comes in two sizes. There's like a shorter one. I think it's the same length, but it's not as tall. So it's about like that, like half the height of this bag. But there's also this taller one. I don't know the exact name of this bag. On the Dillard's website, it was just called the Coach Tabby in canvas and leather. Yeah, this was definitely in a store. The Coach tag on it, see, it says originally $425, marked down to $297.50. I only paid about $208 on the website, so I got a pretty good deal on that. Let's do a little spin and we'll talk about it and we'll look inside. So here is the front of the bag, and you can see that it is canvas. Here it's not coated, which is something I was a little concerned about, but I thought it was such a great deal. I thought I'd give it a try. I love the color combination with that ivory canvas and then the saddle or camel leather. And notice on the tab here, it's subtle, but on the edges, it's a little bit darker than it is in the middle. It's like a little bit of an ombre thing. And then it has black edges there and the big C in like an antiqued gold. So that's the front. And then here is one side with a little Coach tag. There you go. And then here's the back. The back has a large slip pocket, and that slip pocket is, let me open it up and show you inside a little bit. So the canvas goes down that far, and then you see the sort of burnt orange color that lines the inside of both sides of that pocket. That is like I don't know exactly what the material is, but it feels like a suede or a microfiber or something like that. So that's the back, and that pocket takes up the whole back of the bag. And then the other side looks like the first side, except that it doesn't have that Coach tag. And notice that it has this little metal piece here that's pinching the edge in. And then the bottom, which is quite wide, you'll notice the bag is triangular shaped on the sides. I'm also noticing that when I hang it, you see it kind of leans forward. This is the front of the bag here, so that's interesting. And I saw a review of this bag that said, you see how this clip has the curved part of the clip facing the inside of the bag, and this one has the clip part facing the inside? This review I saw said that you should have the curved piece facing in, touching the edge of the bag, because some people, if you have the clip facing the other side, some people have had damage to the bag from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one around. This is called a snap hook, and it's on a swivel. So now both of them have that round edge facing the inside. Let's look inside the bag, and notice it has the short strap too. It's a very nice strap. It's very well made. This strap does not have that sort of ombre thing on the edge, nor do the linings there. And this bag has some weight to it too. I noticed that as soon as I picked it up, but I also don't know what all is inside that might be adding to the weight. So we're gonna open it up and find out. Oh, and then notice on the bottom too, there are no feet, but the edges there stick out a little bit, so that's what it stands on. So the bottom is pretty well protected, I guess, unless you had something really, really heavy in there that would push the bottom down. The closure here is just a magnetic snap. There's no button you have to push. The inside of the flap is that sort of burnt orange micro suede. There's a front pocket right here that takes up almost the whole front of the bag, and it has the brown leather trim, it has the black leather around there, the canvas. And then this pocket is, let's see, there's a piece of cardboard in there. The inside of this pocket, it has a leather trim, and then it has that micro suede lining, which is very soft. It's very nice. It does show, when you rub it different ways, it shows where your fingers have been. On the inside is a strap, which is attached out here. So let me get that undone. It's attached by a little store thingy, so I'm gonna leave it on for now to make sure there's nothing wrong with the bag before I take it off. And then there's the inside. I'll get all that out. All right, inside the bag it looks like this. And let me point out a few things that I have not seen anyone else mention in YouTube videos. First of all, inside the bag it came with some care instructions, and it also includes a dust bag. Ta-da! I am not convinced that that dust bag would fit this bag. Let's check it out. Well, indeed it does. I was proven wrong. All right, inside the bag, and I don't think I mentioned this before, there is a tab right there, which is probably why it's called the Tabby. So open it up, and you have that front pocket there. You have two large compartments. There's this one and this one. And I'm looking over here because I'm looking at this on my monitor so I can see what I'm talking about. It also has this zipped compartment in the center, which I'll open in a second. And it has this slip pocket in the back, which is a pretty substantial size there. One thing I haven't seen anybody mention, and that I was wondering before I got this, the center pocket, you know, sometimes in bags at the very bottom of the pocket it'll be connected to the bottom, and sometimes it won't be, and things can slip back and forth between the compartments on either side. This is attached at the bottom, so things cannot slip around. This bag is very well made. It's a substantial handbag. So the inside of the two big pockets is lined in that micro suede. The zipped pocket, the little zipper pull here, which says Coach on one side, it's on a hinge that sort of snaps one way or the other, so it's not going to be flopping around on you. If you have it open like this where it's sticking out, it's going to stay there. If you have it like this, it's going to stay there. If you unzip it, it's a nice smooth zipper. The interior pocket there is not the micro suede, it's a fabric, and it has Coach written on it, like woven into the fabric. And another thing I've been wondering, and we'll talk about this when I do a wet fits video, is because this bag is triangular shaped where it's wider on the bottom and thinner at the top, how that might be a problem for getting things in and out of the bag, or how things fit in the bag, because they may have to lean, and the top being more narrow might limit what you can get in the bag. So I am curious to do that video as well. On that back pocket, as always, is that little Coach tab, and that has the serial number on it. Yeah, I mean, it's a good size bag. I'm going to show you the big shoulder strap too, but it looks like it'll hold quite a bit. And when I do that wet fits, I'll compare it to the Cassie, and I have another Coach bag on the way, so I will compare it to that bag too, because all three of those bags are around the same size and they're all crossbody. The color combination on this, I feel like I can wear it with a lot of things. That was one of the things that drew me to it. I like that it's neutral. I can pair it with a beige, with black, with camel. I could pair it with different colors. And another thing that convinced me to get it, because I said I was concerned about this uncoated canvas, because I mean, if something spills on there, it's probably gonna stain it, right? It is tightly woven, so that's good. Things are not likely to catch on it. It's not likely to fray very quickly. But something I really liked about it is that it does have this black leather pocket that takes up most of the back, which means means that I don't have to worry about color transfer so much. Maybe a little up here. Personally, I've never had that issue with any bag, but that would really help. That's a big positive if you're worried about that. All right, it does come with this big shoulder strap here, so I'm gonna attach that to the other side. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes to adjust it. And this can be a crossbody strap. So notice that the shoulder strap here is brown, but the crossbody strap is black. And I really liked that about it too. I also thought that this big thick black strap would be very useful in other handbags as well. And I was thinking that it was thicker in the center and more narrow at the ends, but it's not. It's the same length the whole way. So let me do a quick mod shot here for you. I'm 5'3" for reference, and this is on the center setting, which is a great crossbody setting for me. This strap is super comfortable. There's the bag. There it is. I don't like this strap hanging. I think if I was to use the crossbody strap, I would remove this strap completely, but some people just leave that hanging. I just don't like the look of it. And then here it is on the shoulder. It does stick out a little bit, but not much. When I put my arm down, I can feel that bottom ridge there, which is harder. It's more stiff than the rest of the bag, but it's not bothersome. It doesn't hurt or anything. I don't think that over time that would be a problem. That's very comfortable too. It doesn't feel like it's gonna, well, I don't know. Bags tend to slip off my shoulders, so maybe it would, but it's easy enough to just hold it in place like this too. And here it is from the side. I think it's just lovely. I'm very happy with it. Glad I got it, and glad I got such a fantastic deal on it. I'm really, really impressed with the quality of this. I would say it's pretty much on par with any of the luxury bags that I have. I think it's that well made for sure. Oh, I should give you dimensions on this. When I'm measuring the length here and the width, I'm gonna measure just from here to here and not from the edge of the trim, so you know how much space you actually have for your things inside of it. All right, it's 9.5 inches across, it's 7.5 tall, and it is 4.5 deep. The strap drop here is 7 inches, and the strap is removable. They both are. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like I said, I hadn't seen this bag in person, didn't have a chance to really look at it before I bought it, and being, what do they call it again, permanently reduced the price, it was final sale. So I figured, well, if I don't end up liking it, the strap is kind of worth almost $200 for me. Like a Louis Vuitton black leather strap is several $100s. So I thought, I mean, when you're thinking in those terms, even though it's not Louis Vuitton, it's still a very nice, well-made strap that I can use on other bags. So that made it worth the risk for me. Plus, this is a really nice strap that I could use on other bags. This would look good on some Louis Vuitton bags that have a darker patina, like my Noe GM. In fact, let me go get that and try it on and see how it looks. Okay, I'm back. I have the strap. I have the Noe GM. Let's attach that and compare. So, I mean, the colors are a little different, but they're so close. And that would make a great shoulder strap for this. You just hold it right like, yeah, that looks wonderful. Love it. I'm filming this on the very last day of June 2020. If this bag is still available, then I will link it below so that you can get it for a great deal. If it's not available at Dillard's or anywhere else I can find it, you can probably find it on eBay. It is really lovely. Very happy I decided to get it, and very happy with the straps. I think that seals the deal or is icing on the cake or something. I will say too, one thing that I noticed when I was watching videos of the Tabby in this size is that, and again, people didn't have this particular bag, they had the ones that were all leather. One thing I noticed is that when they would lift the flaps seemed really flimsy. Like it seemed like the leather was pretty thin. And one thing I was wondering is having this leather trim around it, if that would make the flap more substantial and not so thin and flimsy. And it definitely does. Definitely. So I'm happy about that too. Well, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in this bag, I hope I can help you find it. I don't think it's on the Coach website anymore, but I'll look for it in other places and link it below if I find it for you. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you back here next time. Bye.